That's right, folks. 1,000 embeds will we melt down this day. Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Carson. Welcome to Royalty Soaps if you've never been here before, and welcome back if you have. I had this idea many months ago because, as I'm sure you guys know, we have lots of embeds left over. We typically over-make them, and so we end up with bags and bags of just ones that are sitting around in our studio.
Yeah.
Case in point, I just got tons of these bags. So I thought, why not take 1,000 embeds, melt them together, and see what we get. We might even fragrance it and put them into bars. Now to clarify, a soap embed is a smaller soap that I put on top of my large soap bars for decoration. I typically make mine out of glycerin soap or melt and pour soap, though you can make them out of cold process soap or even soap dough. There's lots of different ways to make them. The embeds we're going to be combining today are all glycerin soap. Let's take a look at my stash. There's not many to pick from, but it'll do. Okay, all jokes aside, this is an insane amount of embeds. It didn't look like that much whenever I had it in my 2 containers, but seeing them out on this table, it's crazy. So what I think I'm gonna do to make sure that we do actually get 1,000 is place them on the table, line them all up, and count them as I'm putting them there so that I know for sure that's how many I've got. This is gonna take a really long time, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, this is the bucket. It contains 1,000 embeds. Honestly, it kind of looks like a great big candy jar. And we've made quite the mess doing it. Alrighty, let's melt them all down. We weighed them out and there are 5 pounds of embeds. Let's dump them in. Woo! And now, we wait. This is what the final melted soap looks like. It's sort of a red, purple, brown. I'm just gonna add a little bit of pomegranate lemonade fragrance oil. And now I'm going to pour it into some of these molds here. I'm gonna pour in pretty slow, but I'm not worried about the top. I'm just gonna spritz it with rubbing alcohol. Ew, look at all the nasty it's catching. I would scrapey my container, but I dropped my spatula into it. Maybe I'll just have to peely, no big dealy. Oh dear. I just spritzed this with rubbing alcohol, and then I'm going to let these set up so that we can cut them into bars. And I'm beginning to sense a trend with these color blending videos. Brown. Okay guys, the soap has hardened up. It smells pretty good and looks pretty bad. Ooh. I love peeling back silicone molds from Melt and Pour because it's so smooth. But because we are reheating all of this Melt and Pour, it's already been done once, it's definitely going to be pretty brittle. Ew. Speckled bits. The first thing I'm going to do is potato peel these edges off because they're a little bit too high. They're not even with the rest of the soap, and they just generally look bad. It's a lot easier to get them off when it's in loaf form than doing individual bars. It's like my firstborn just got a haircut. Let us cut some bars. Now this is the only wire cutter I have ever found that cuts Melt and Pour. This is from Bud's Wood Shop. I will leave you guys a link down below. So you have to go pretty slowly just to make sure that you don't snap anything, especially when you have brittle soap. Wow. Let's take a look at the inside. Like we don't have any idea what it's going to look like. Wow. Stunning.
I'm surprised.
I too am so surprised. Cleaning up edges of Melt and Pour is just such a satisfying thing to get to do. So yeah, basically that's it. And I threw in that fragrance oil of pomegranate lemonade. It doesn't match at all, but it does smell really good. I should have used like a snickerdoodle or something like that. Well, I can't say I'm surprised or delighted. But what I can say is I will be very, very excited to see Shelly's impression when I hand her a bar and be like, behold, 1,000 of your embeds. Do I recommend this project to fellow soap makers? No, I do not. I've already done it. You don't have to do it. You shouldn't do it. Please save those embeds and put them on top of some hodgepodge soap. This was for posterity and we did the job. If you enjoyed today's Soapmas video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment down below for other video ideas, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day of Soapmas. Bye for now. Meow.